Let's get prepared.
Get prepared.
Shh. Listen carefully. Pay attention.
Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to make a beautiful top, trendy beautiful top. Yes, trendy. So you can see my fabric, Indian George, my beautiful fabric. So let's draft directly on the fabric. I fold into two. The first thing I do is to fold into two. Make sure you fold something very significant that can accommodate your pattern drafting. So I folded it to 17. This is 17 inches. Okay, so I'll mark out from the shoulder to the half length. My client's half length is 17 and I add half inch for seam allowance. Place your tape. My client's half length is 17 and I add a half inch for seam allowance. Mark the shoulder line. This is the shoulder line. Mark the armpit line. Okay, then her shoulder is 14, which is 7 when divided into 2. You mark it. Come down to the armpit line, mark 7, and make out your armhole curve. Okay, so the next thing is to mark the underbust line, which is at 15. The underbust line is at 15. The upper bust line is at 6. When you bring down your tape, it is 9. So 9 divided by 2 will give you 4 and a half. You mark on your 4 and a half. This is the middle bust line. So let's go at it again. Shoulder line, armhole line, upper bust line, middle bust line, under bust line, and waist line. So the next is to draft the bustier pattern. Yes, the bustier pattern. So my client's dart is 4 and a half. I place my 4 and a half here. Mark it. This is a under bust line. Place it on the waistline. Mark it. Come to the middle bust line and mark it. So you mark your darts on the waistline, under bust line, and middle bust line. Do not mark on the upper bust line. It is not necessary. So we remove our allowance here, which is 1 on the waistline. Remove, mark on 1 here on the under bust line. Then join it to the middle bust dart like this. Then take it to this armhole line. You can divide this space by 2, which should be somewhere here, and join it there. Then this is for the center piece. For the side piece, which is the bustier proper, I'll mark at 2.5 inches. Join it in a curvy manner. You take from this point, that is under bust, to the middle bust line. Then here you mark out 1 inch and join it like this. This will be the ball. Beats not the main. So I hope you can see my drafts, my marks. Add 1 inch from this armhole curve to this place, 1 inch, and make it curvy to the armhole. So the next thing we do here is to calculate and cut. My client's waist is at 40, which will give us 10. So I place my tape like this. This will give me 3.5. Bring my 3.5 to this point and mark 10. Then add 2.5 inches for here. Add 2.5 inches. This 2.5 inches is half inch allowance, seam allowance by this side. Another half inch will give you 1 inch. Then half for the turning of the lining and 1 for shaping of your fabric. So let's cut. It's the bustier pattern. So please do give us thumbs up. Let's draft the back pattern. Okay, I think I'm supposed to remove the sleeve. Left, right. So I'll now do it like this. Then I'll add next by this side. So I'll now use this and replace next on it. So I'll have to add extra 1 inch. Half will cover up for this place. Half will cover up for this place and half for this place. So in total I'll add 1 inch to this pattern. Okay. So this will come here. So this is for the back piece, the back pattern 17, and I add ½ inch. Mark the shoulder line, mark the armhole line at 9, shoulder at 0. I think the back is much simpler than the front. Drafting the back is much simpler than the front. So the next thing I do is to mark out the zipper allowance, which is 1½ inch from up to down. Then from here I get my shoulder, which is 7. Mark it on the shoulder line. Come to the armhole line, mark the 7 and join it. Then make my armhole curve. So my dart is at 4½. Put it here and mark my 4½. Take 1½ by this side and 1½ by this side. So everything will give me 3 inches. So I join it to the middle of the armhole. Take this one equally to the same point. You can notice there is no gap here. Both lines joint at the same point. So the next thing I do is to mark out the measurements, and I have 10 inches for the back, as in for the waist. I have 10 inches. So this is 3. Is it 3 or 3½? Okay. So this is 3½. Put it here and mark my 10. Then add the 2½ inches. So you can see it's on the dots. So let's cut. This is left and this is right. Don't mind the off cuts. So I'll make it like this to here and like this to the shoulder. So this is it. I'll still mark here for the net. Here will carry net. So get back the folded. I want here to be folded, so I won't have to sew here. This is it. So you can see. This is it. This is the back pattern, and this is now trash. So time to draft the flay and the sleeve. I want to draft the peplum, which is a 180-degree peplum, that is a half circled flay. So I have to make from here, take from here, give me 24. I will have to mark, maybe a lower 24. Maybe I'm not going to 20. 24, okay, here you go. 24, mark 24, 24, 24. this is 24. And the peplum length is going to be 9 inches. 9 inches. Or 9 for 10. It's going to be 9. 27. 17 plus 9 plus 8 25. 25.
Yes.
So 9 inches here. The peplum length is 9 inches, so I'll mark 9 inches throughout. This is my 9 inches. So after marking this, I'll have to check if it will be enough for the waist of my clients. Her waist is 40, so I'll have to get 20 by this side. If it is up to 20, that means, oh, we are good to go. So time to cut. Next thing is the full peplum for orishirishi. Here I cut a babu. Here I spiral flip. Have you seen that before? Spiral flip. I don't know if you've heard of it before. It has a distinct formula or style for crafting. So it comes in many ways. You first to go like this. Like this. Okay, come down to this end. Like this. Then I'll have to measure something like 12 inches because I want here to be long, something like that. I want it to be longer than the peplum. Like this. Here is going to be 12 inches. Yes. 12 inches. Then I can get 9 here. And I can get whatever number I so desire. So to go this way. Stop it here. The spiral flip like this. Can you see my chalk? This is the way it goes round and round and round and round, round until it stops here. So let's cut it out. This is our spiral flip. You can see how beautiful it is. I'll now use it and make some fine and funny style. You can see it. Let's draft the sleeve.